Um, Wait, it's also ready. Hello, hello, and welcome back to Retrieving Sanity with your podcast host Keegan. And this is your podcast for all mental health, addiction, recovery issues, and topics. And today is Father's Day. I know I got the intro out quickly because, well, it's Father's Day, and this is an impromptu episode. So we're really just kind of going to be talking about, well, Father's Day and fathers. So you might notice that the studio looks a little bit different. The setup is different all around. If we look over here, the monitors are now high. So I'm now standing up almost full time. And I mean, I just did uh, almost, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about that. But it kind of was inspired by my father, oddly enough. It's not, I don't think he has a stand up desk. If he has one, I haven't heard of it. But it's because my father is actively working on going to the gym and getting like just fit and healthier and everything, and it's like, damn, I don't I don't do that. um but I do drive a lot, and so I sit on my butt. I'm going to have to get used to that. I sit on my butt a lot for driving, for work, and it's not the most advantageous whenever it comes to my health. So I was like, I can stand at my desk maybe. Like some of my inspirations on YouTube, they have standing desks or the option to stand and stuff. And so I was like, okay, well, that's something I can do. And I've done it for a while, and boy, I feel a lot better. So, Dad, thank you for inspiring me to get more fit and just do small things that really add up over the day. And I wish that this were actually live on Facebook, but something messed up to where I can't even change it to manage video. Do I have to go all the way over here to do it? Like, what do you mean? Why is it only me? Edit post details. This is so save. Why? I don't understand. It's not working. Oh, I want to just. That's the thing. Why does it work on YouTube? Like YouTube, it just goes through, no problem. Facebook, it's like, stop, no, and so I don't know. Anyways, but little things like that really add up whenever we're talking about health and well-being and stuff, and that's kind of the thing. Like I didn't expect to call my dad and speak to him for like an hour after saying Happy Father's Day. Like, no offense, Dad. It's just one of those things where we didn't have the closest relationship while I was growing up, and for multiple reasons, and none of them were anyone's inherent fault or anything. And we now have an awesome relationship. So, like, thanks for just teaching me how to be a decent person, how to stick up for myself and for those around me, and also just how to as like I said, be a good person, because I think that that's like the superpower I have, and not a lot of people seem to know how to be a good person. It's weird. So, Dad, you wanna like help some people out? I don't know how you would do that, but um, I mean, you he does do a whole lot for a lot of people. So, um, if I had to list them all off the top of my head, I couldn't because it's a lot. And I'm also terrible with a lot of things, including memory and names. So, and events. You know, a lot of substance abuse, a lot of concussions, a lot of a little bit of everything, a lot of stuff that shouldn't go on in the headspace, but it does anyways. So, him and I were actually able to talk for, like I said, about an hour about different things, and it was like it was weird because part of me was like, he's getting ready for the day, right? And like it's Father's Day, and he's getting ready for it. to go spend uh, over at our uh, his in-laws, my grandparents, essentially just family get together. But he's getting ready for that and everything, and so part of me was like, oh, he's in a hurry, like don't want to hold him and stuff. And at the same time, I'm like, whenever that initial feeling kind of like sat for a minute, I was like, why is it still here? Like, it hasn't dissipated. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, because he's talking to his only son. Like, and he's, huh. It, don't ask me how or why, but it's just one of those things like in my head, I never really thought that that was the case or something. I don't know, but that's the thing is that our relationship has changed to the point to where I can call him and we can talk for a long time and about different things, a bunch of different things, a lot of things that in the past I would have been scared to talk about for even simply having a different opinion or something like that. And it's not, well, I mean, there's a lot of different things that go on in there, but at the same time, that's not the whole point of this. This is an appreciation Father's Day post. And so that's the whole point. If we didn't have those moments, even in the past, I couldn't appreciate the moments that we have now. So, thanks, Dad. And I just want to say that everyone out there, just love your father as best you can in the moment because they're probably doing the best that they can to love you too. And it may not seem like it, but they're probably trying. And that's things that we don't know what people are necessarily going through. We don't necessarily know what their upbringing was like. We don't necessarily know basically anything about them unless they tell them about us, unless they tell us about themselves. There we go. So if you're wondering why someone is acting a certain way, go ask them. Or maybe not because you learned not to. But that's the thing is that there's ways to understand without having to know, you know? So it's kind of one of those things we have to put ourselves in their shoes. And for me, my instance really happened whenever I was in rehab and I was talking to Kelly, my counselor, and she was, I don't remember what exactly we were talking about, but just had that moment where I stopped and I was like, oh, holy shit. And she's like, what? And I was like, so if I'm 29 in rehab, my parents, whenever they were my age, already had 3 children. And then, like, if I'm still figuring myself out, where in the world were my parents? So, mom, like, thank you for putting up with dad, and thank you for putting up with all of us too, because, like, not knowing who, like, I am at 29, I can only imagine how crazy it must have been for y'all having 3 kids. So, dad, you're a trooper. Like, holy crap. And thanks for putting up with me because I know I am a handful. So, with this, I don't really know what else to say or not to say. I'm just kind of doing an impromptu video because it was like, hey, I'm a content creator of sorts, so might as well be like Father's Day. If you got a dad, or if you don't got a dad, if you got an uncle, if you don't got an uncle, if you got someone that is a male figure in your life, tell them Happy Father's Day. So, with that being said, we're going to end it here. And I just want to say thanks to everyone who likes this video, any video, comments on this video or any video, and just for just, I don't know, existing, because that's a prize in its own. And if you don't think it is, just wait around maybe a while. It may take a while, but it'll come around eventually. So if you don't believe me, message me and we'll talk about it. So for now, this is Keegan. We're signing out on Father's Day of 2025. Shalom.